Pascal guy, Pascal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said he wants to promote like real martial arts, not the MMA or anything like that, or competition fighting.
Oh yeah.
So he's a good guy. He just sold out some of your stuff. That's all.
Yeah, yeah.
He's,
Well, it's just kind of like that's what everybody's doing to Bruce Lee.
yeah,
So I mean, it could be seen as a positive thing,
yeah,
right? It's like just what I talked to you about, like people that just do their own thing. Like you find your own customers, then you just make your own business. Kang's Kung Fu, right? So I mean, it is what it is, you know what I mean? But when you got business owners or you got trainers or you got martial arts teachers, like we're all operating independently, then we work independently. Like you're finding your customers, I'm finding mine, and what's there to collaborate on?
yeah,
Like Jet Li's making his movies, Tony Jaa's making his movies. They're both talented, but what's there to collaborate on?
yeah.
Like they're doing their own thing. So
Yeah, Tony gonna play a movie with Michael J. White. I think I told you that. He's basically a detective in this movie now. Like he's like holding guns in this movie. So I see that, I think, in my opinion, he's going beyond Bruce Lee, because Bruce Lee was never able to do that.
well, Bruce Lee died unexpectedly, so it's not fair. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like hey, say Bruce Lee did the power twister and then he did 200 and then he dies. Well, he's already he died and he can't do anymore because he's dead. And then I live until, or whoever we live in, I live until I'm like 80, and then by the time I'm 80, I did 201. Hey, I beat Bruce Lee, but it took me 80 years to do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's essentially what's going on. It's like, hey, we're learning all from we're all learning from all of Bruce's hard work. Like his 32 years of living here, we learn from his stuff, and then we move beyond it because we learn from him. It's like learning from Einstein. Like he found out about that discovery, the E equals MC squared, and then he took a lifetime to get that. And then once now you're born, you just understand what he worked on, and you just keep moving beyond that. So that's what happens when people die early. They don't really have the opportunity to fully express their art
Yeah,
because they died early. And it's not a competition to say, oh, this person's better. It's just that, hey, this person like, but you know what? I'll say this: I don't think Tony Jaa will ever be as legendary or famous as Bruce Lee. It's impossible
yeah, yeah,
because with his early death came like a legendary status that you can't beat that.
yeah. You're right though. I mean, even if you get more fit than him or like more wise than him, you're probably not gonna be as legendary as he is.
Yeah, you're not. Like that's just is what it is. It's kind of like he died on the top of his game, and you can't beat that.
Yeah,
And he also was the pioneer to introduce the martial arts to America. You can't redo that.
exactly.
You can't redo it. It's like me, like, hey, I got this like old ass Motorola phone that's like this big and this like freaking from 1980s. It's like we're like beyond that. We're talking about like iPhones and stuff like that now. You know what I'm saying? It's like he introduced the martial arts and say like, hey, you know what? I know the secret. This thing called martial arts. But everybody already knows about this shit. It's not a secret anymore. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like what's secret? What are you talking about, man? You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't redo something that's already been done.
Yeah,
Like
because
like Einstein came up with the E equals MC squared. There can't be anybody else that does it again. He already did it. You can't do the same thing that he did.
yeah,
It's kind of like Freddy's Modern Kung Fu. Like this name, I own this name now. Like you can't take my name. They can't take the business name. I own it.
yeah,
Like you can't go to YouTube and say, "Hey, I want the username Freddy's Modern Kung Fu." You can't take it. It's already taken by me. So that's what Bruce Lee did. He came to America with the martial arts, and you can't redo that.
Yeah, and he also came up with the label Jeet Kune Do as well. So you can't really like take his label and
No,
say
but then
that
you could say new generation Jeet Kune Do.
new generation.
You could say that, right? New
Yeah.
generation Jeet Kune Do, right? Yeah. So
The thing that they're teaching about Jeet Kune Do is not even like in the Jeet Kune Do school. It's very limited because all they do is focus on like unarmed combat only. No weapons training, no firearms training, not what we're doing right now.
yeah,
So they're not moving beyond Bruce Lee at all. They just stick onto him. I
yeah,
mean, they don't get it. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, yeah. I mean, his way's not meant to be a system to begin with. So making a system out of his teachings already like not the way. So I mean, like everybody in a way has like